I am guilty, and I own that guilt.
Happy 5-year anniversary to January 6th, to the Patriot Uprising, the Hog Rebellion, the day that the true American patriots stood up against the woke mind virus and fought for their $4.99 Chili's margaritas, the right to say Merry Christmas instead of Happy Holidays, and of course the right to pretend that their grandchildren are not bisexual and voted for Bernie Sanders. January 6th is a day that lives in the consciousness of every American, but not many can say that they were there and then come out on the other side realizing, you know what, maybe we were wrong. One of those few is Pamela Hemphill, who is on Capitol Hill today making amends for her crimes and speaking with Congress about the whole incident. And she is not mincing words here.
You can't gaslight me. I was there. I saw what you did.
So if you want to hear all about this story and take a stroll down memory lane with me back to January 6th, 2021, be sure to stick around until the end of the video. And don't forget to leave a like on this video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It really is the best and easiest way to show your support, and we'd really appreciate it. All right, let's dive in.
My name is Pam Hemphill. I'm a mother and a grandmother and a cancer survivor and a retired addiction counselor. I am also a convicted criminal for what I did on January the 6th, 2021.
Hearing a real-life Jan 6 writer just come out and say, like, yep, yeah, I'm a criminal. I did that. Panned up. That is what happened. It's so strange to me. It's like seeing a bear ride a unicycle. You know, like you're not supposed to be doing that, but now that you are, I'm impressed.
I am deeply grateful for this chance to try to make amends and talk about what happened 5 years ago. Once I got away from the MAGA cult and started educating myself about January the 6th, I knew what I did was wrong.
Wow, a cult? A cult, you know, those are some strong words, Pamela. Let's check the warning signs of cults because I'm not so sure about that. Let's see, we have isolating members and penalizing them for leaving. Yeah, okay, yeah, MAGA is guilty of that one. Seeking inappropriate loyalty of their leaders. Yeah, I would say that is the case. Absolute authoritarianism without accountability. Yeah, check. No tolerance for questions. Yep, that's also true. Fear of outside world, such as impending catastrophe, evil conspiracies. Yep. There's no legitimate reason. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Actually, MAGA does fit quite a bit of the criteria. You know what? She's right. Moving on.
When Donald Trump pardoned us, I rejected the pardon. Accepting that pardon would be lying about what happened on January the 6th. I am guilty, and I own that guilt. 5 years ago, I traveled from Idaho to D.C. to see Donald Trump speak. I had fallen for the president's lies, just like many of his supporters.
It still continues to shock me the lengths people would go to see Donald Trump, right? I feel like January 6th was the battle of the titans here, and the titans in this regard being HVAC business owners from out of state in the Midwest traveling to D.C. to do a little coup attempt and then go home to their lazy boys and Bud Light. Oh, not Bud Light. Bud Light's woke. I forgot about that. Coors? I like Coors. Yeah, they went back home to their Coors.
The gaslighting caused a lot of fear, and I was scared. With that fear in my heart, I came here on January the 6th. I went from Trump's speech to the Capitol because I thought Mr. Trump would go to the Capitol with us. I heard people saying that Trump was going to walk down to the Capitol, so I went. Well, as you know, Donald Trump never showed, but the rioters did.
And I mean, a lot of people fell for Trump's words back in 2020 and 2021, and now is no different, right? Trump was at his most popular point just a little over a year ago, and now here he is again in the high 30s percentile-wise, according to most polling, as one of the least popular presidents ever. Give this guy a chance to lead and he will screw you over, right? Every single time. Pamela continues here with some very direct words to the Republicans in charge.
You can't gaslight me. I was there. I saw what you did. I saw the officers being pepper sprayed. When I was on the steps, I watched one of them fall down and hit his head and his back. So don't be telling me it wasn't violent. Don't come to me with that ever again. I watched you. I was on the east side, but I saw what you did.
Yes, Pamela, get him. Get him. Yes, that is how it's done, all right? These people cannot bullshit us, right? We know the truth. We know what happened. These people were not brave patriot warriors, right? They were violent meatheads, okay? Many of which have been convicted of other crimes besides attacking the Capitol. And yeah, they're the pretty bad kind. You know, like you know what I'm talking about, like the redacted files kind. Pamela then ends her speech with some words to appeal to those who may feel the same way as her about January 6th, who may even have participated themselves. Take a look.
I have been doxxed online, harassed, and physically assaulted. But I am here, and I don't care. I won't let it stop me. I can't sit here while Mr. Trump and others are lying. I also want others who feel like me to know that we must stop the lies being pushed by the Republican leaders and Trump himself. Thank you again for having me here.
Putting myself back in the mindset of like 2020 and 2021, like, can we all agree that that was a wild time, right? The COVID shutdowns, mass panic, rising political turmoil, the online age finally hitting center mass and becoming this like stepping stone for a lot of misinformation and right-wing propaganda to spread faster than it ever had before. And January 6th was just a boiling over point for a lot of people, Pamela included in this. And these people, at the behest of Donald Trump, put all of that animosity and fear and anger towards the Democrats and the Democratic Party and woke this and vaccines that, and they turned that into a violent revolt, right? They went to Washington, D.C. and attacked the Capitol for everyone to see. And there was people there who genuinely wanted to cause harm to elected officials. And now I feel like we're living in this valley after the peak of what 2020 and 2021 was, where we're in this liminal space and it's like this cesspool of now AI videos and rising right-wing extremism and it's just a weird place to be right now, you know, in the online age, going through this mass transformation. It's interesting, right? But I think it's very important to remind ourselves of what January 6th looked like.
Multiple capital injuries! Multiple capital injuries!
And you know what? Just for a little bit of fun, let's go back to what Marco Rubio and Lindsey Graham were saying in 2021 about January 6th. I wonder if the bootlickers are consistent on their ideology towards Donald Trump and January 6th at large. Something is telling me they're not, but let's check the tapes.
Trump and I, we've had a hell of a journey. I hate it being this way. Oh my God, I hate it. From my point of view, he's been a consequential president. But today, first thing you'll see, all I can say is count me out. Enough is enough.
What I saw today, what we have seen, looks more like those countries than the extraordinary nation that I am privileged to call home.
Well, yeah, okay, so now Marco Rubio is Trump's Secretary of State, and Lindsey Graham is a bootlicking charlatan with no spine who held up a Trump 2028 hat. So clearly his ideology has changed quite a bit since that time. So there we have it. January 6th, 5 years on. Have things gotten any better? Not really. Did anyone learn their lesson? Well, at least one. Pamela seems to have learned her lesson well. But now Trump is more unpopular than ever, and I think it is really important to go back every single year to remember what January 6th really is and what it was, right? January 6th was a sad man's attempt to overthrow the Constitution of the United States of America using his meathead crony army to do so, not sending in the National Guard for hours after the incident took place, and stirring the pot to cause this violence in the first place. So yeah, it's good to look back and to also see people like Pamela realize their mistakes, deny Trump's pardons, and actually stand up for what is right, and her ideology and morals coming to the front here, basically saying, no, January 6th was wrong. What we did was wrong. That time was wild, and the things that happened shouldn't have happened. And there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who accepted Trump's pardons and have gone along with him since. And there are millions of people in the country who think that Trump is doing the right thing every single day here, which just boggles the mind. If you like this video or want to see more like it, be sure to leave a like down below. Comment your thoughts on January 6th, 5 years on, and Pamela's words on the matter. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really is the best and easiest way to show your support, and it would mean the world to us here. It really does help out the channel a lot. So just hit the subscribe button, but that's going to do it for me. Have a nice day.